Hello and welcome to what I hope to be the first of many games with my mono red aggro deck in standard dailies and 8-mans tonight. Yes, I would very much like to play first, and I have a hand that is very keepable. This shows the power of Young Pyromancer as I'm looking to have 4 creatures and a Mutavault in play on turn 3, one of which is a must answer as far as my opponent is concerned. And this threatens a lot of damage. Now, the appeal in running creatures right now instead of running burn spells is one, it is attacking the format from an angle that is a little less, I don't want to say less expected since there are a lot of creature decks, but there are not a lot of creature decks like this one. Here I'm faced with an interesting question of Emissary and Young Pyro, or just Ash Zealot here on turn 2. And I think I'm going to... Oh, goodness, that is a tough choice. Here being one of the tensions of the deck, because I cannot go Emissary into Ash Zealot, which is what I would ultimately like to do. Obviously, I'm playing a mountain here either way. And I think I want to go ahead and flood the board right now. So I'm going to go with Emissary into Pyro, recognizing fully that that may not be correct. Please chime in with your, I guess your preference there. Looks like I may be up against a slower Bant style control deck, which would mean this hand is very, very good. And Mountain Chandra's Phoenix is going to be the first priority over Hammer since I'm not playing against Thoughtseize and my only other creature in hand has haste. And I'll be looking to end the game on this following turn here. Let's see, it's going to be a Detention Sphere on something, but if I draw a land, that is game over. Here he's probably going to want a Detention... Oh, Courser of Crufix, that makes it easy. And there is a Fire Fist Striker, which is a pretty sweet card to draw here. Seeing as I can go Hammer and attack for... Let's see. No, he's at 8 and didn't play a land, so I just need to make my Mutavault a creature and attack. No need to show him an extra creature here in my Ash Zealot. So I'm just going to make him a creature and attack for 8, and the game is over. Alright, as for sideboarding, so all we saw was a 2/4, the Courser of Crufix, which is one of the natural enemies of this deck, and one of the reasons why Fire Fist Striker and Mizium Mortars exists here. Now, if he is a Bant control deck, I think I want Skullcrack, because it answers his Sphinx's Revelations, and it has marginal utility against Courser of Crufix. The question is, do I want Searing Blood? Now, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to put it in here for now just to be safe. Also, this version has Peak Eruption here instead of 2 shocks. I want to cut the Cacklers, 1 because I'm on the draw, 2 because it's just not very good against a control deck, and 3 he has Courser of Crufix, so those can come out. Let's see. Again, against Courser of Crufix, Burning Tree Emissary isn't the hottest. Obviously, Ash Zealot isn't so hot either against, on the draw against the Sylvan Caryatid. Which means I don't think I can justify cutting Fire Fist Striker or Young Pyro because they go around both those cards reasonably well. So those are safe. Oh, Moto, thank you. Alright, and Chandra's Phoenix is obviously safe, Hammer of Perforos is safe, and these are staying in. Which means the card to cut is going to be some of these. I need to find 5 here. I think it's got to be the creatures. A couple of copies of Searing Blood can probably go. At least 1. And then let's cut the 4 Ash Zealots. Let's try this for game 2 since I'm on the draw. And Burning Tree Emissary helps create a little more explosive starts. Yeah, let's try this on the draw. This is a deck that is very beholden to the die roll, from what I've learned so far. Here, showcasing the power of Young Pyromancer post board. No, I'll not like to mulligan, although this hand is a little bit lackluster, but with 4 fewer 1-drops in the deck, I think we can expect that a majority of the time. And we just go ahead and draw the best card possible, at least on turn 1. My favorite is when I get Thought Seized here on turn 1, and they see a hand without a 1-drop, and so I'm going to attack with the Satyr, try and get him to block, and then drop me a Fire Fist Striker, I think. Let's see. No, I'm going to play a Young Pyro. I'll be able to get some utility out of these next turn, likely, and I wouldn't be able to attack through something with Fire Fist Striker next turn without a haste creature anyway. So here comes Courser of Kruphix, and he has a land on top, which is unfortunate. But if he wants to, oh, he's not gonna try and gain life. Oh, that's a good card. Now I can trade my. Alright, that costs 5, so he can likely play that next turn. I'm going to play Mutavault. And I think I might want to... I kind of want to pass here. I kind of really don't. So the question here is whether I can survive if Prophet of Kruphix gives him an untap. And I'm not comfortable with that. That'd be basically giving him an extra 5 mana. I don't think I can handle that. Man, it's like this is why being on the play is so important. If I had the Fire Fist Striker in play and untapped for him to play as Courser, I could already have my Fire Fist Striker in play right now to attack for 3 guys and keep Lightning Strike up for his Prophet. As it stands here, I think I'm just going to have to pass the turn and try to get him this turn. Ugh, another Courser. Let's see if he has land number 5 even. That'll be kind of an interesting conundrum if he does not, and something that, yeah, here he goes. And he's going to pay 2 life, which is fantastic. It's offset the Courser already. And he's going to try and slam his own guy and pass the turn, but unfortunately for him, now I think this untaps all lands and creatures. All creatures and lands, yeah. During each other player's untap step. So he's probably going to attack with the Courser, which is fantastic if so. No, he does not. Well, that is no matter. I still get value out of there. Get my 1/1. Now here, I'm tempted to just play Fire Fist Striker. I can attack with the Fire Drinker Satyr, that's for sure. I don't want to attack with the crew. I don't think. I'd rather get value out of both of these 2 cards and playing them rather than even, I mean, I can't even, I mean, I guess I can bluff a removal spell, but I have no true removal spell. I would gladly trade here if I was offered. Young Pyro. And I think it's worth it to play the Fire Fist Striker here and try and power through his likely second Courser here this turn. This is not a good position for me to be in, trying to beat multiple Coursers and not being able to attack through it. Again, if this Fire Fist Striker were in play on turn 2 instead of the Young Pyromancer, this situation would be much more under control. But I would not have been able to attack with the Fire Fist Striker last turn anyway. The only reason why I had 3 creatures was thanks to, I guess the Mutavault would have counted. And he plays a land before playing a Courser, which means he may very well have... Oh, this is fantastic. I think he has a Sphinx's Rev. So I'm going to attack with my whole crew here. Bam! Oh, this feels so good to do. See, this is why I want to play a deck like this in Dallas. Because I like my games to be over real fast. I like attacking with lots of little guys. And I really like this card, Skullcrack. The only card that makes sense for my opponent to have right here is a Sphinx's Rev. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Make sure I have 3. Ha-ha. Bam! Now, let's see if you have yourself a Supreme Verdict. And my opponent, I got to see every card he drew, thanks to the Courser of Kruphix. And I don't think an Archangel of Thune is even going to be enough here. He can play his Archangel and play a land and pump his team. But he's going to be bottlenecked on lands here, since he cannot cast an impact spell and gain life here beyond just 2 points by playing Courser, and that's the game. Well, thank you very much for watching round 1. I will be double queuing at some point once my voice settles in. I'm a little sick at the moment. But if you noticed any play mistakes in that game, if you notice any play mistakes in subsequent games, please, please, please speak up, either on Reddit or on YouTube here. My Magic the Gathering online username, Kinaris, right here. You can see it, middle of the screen. Contact me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. If it's fundamental in particular, spending quite a chunk of change on this SCG Dallas trip, so I want to make the most of it. Thank you for watching, and please join me for more.